Hello and welcome. My name is Estela Onsins from the Universitat Autònoma de Barcelona in Spain. Today I will be presenting the LTA project, Assessment and Implementation of Training Materials. Let me present myself in an accessible way. I'm Spanish and I have short black hair. I will be placed in a small box at the top right corner of all slides. Intellectual Output 4, in short IO4, in the LTA project is the fourth stage of this 3 years long Erasmus Plus project. The main aim of IO4 is to assess the open resource materials that are currently being created in the previous stage, IO3. A representative sample of these materials were implemented in a pilot course at the UAB online platform, which is based on Moodle. First, I would like to present the assessment timeline that has been carried out in this IO. In March 2020, we identified the types of materials that would be created for the LTA course, in compliance with ECQA guidelines. In May 2020, we generated the protocols for the creation of the materials. These protocols were first validated by ECQA and finally by all partners in the online transnational project meeting that was held in June 2020. This allowed us, UAB, to create a first sample of materials that were delivered to partners in July 2020 for an internal assessment. In September 2020, we received the feedback from IO leaders and we made the requested adjustments. In the same month, we implemented a pilot course at the UAB online platform, which is based on Moodle. And in October 2020, we ran an internal assessment with a focus group. The external assessment was made through a focus group of 8 people related to media accessibility. It was a hands-on workshop with potential trainers and trainees. The aim was to present and test the course materials developed by UAB as part of IO3. Due to the evaluative nature of the workshop, a small-scale workshop was favored to allow for a higher interaction among participants, and the materials presented were related to Unit 2, developed by UAB. It was a 90-minute session, and the development was as follows. First, participants were welcome, and the LTA project was presented. Second, LTA course structure at the ECQA platform and at the UAB Moodle platform was presented and explained. Third, the structure of Unit 2 at the UAB Moodle platform was presented. Fourth, participants were assigned 40 minutes to freely watch and interact with a sample of training materials. Fifth, an online evaluation questionnaire with a previous signature of informed consent was circulated. And finally, there was a general discussion among participants and some conclusions were made. The assessment was carried out at 3 levels: course structure, unit structure, and type of materials. The evaluation questionnaire was created according to previous successfully accomplished Erasmus Plus projects in the area of media accessibility and in which the UAB had been involved. The questionnaire allowed us to gather quantitative and qualitative data. The data collected was first demographic data, second was in regards to the structure of the course, third was regarding the types of materials, and finally an overall evaluation. Demographic data. The demographic data gathered was in terms of age. Participants were between 25 and 36 years old. Gender, there were 4 males and 4 females. In terms of language, the mother tongue was 2 participants were Catalan, 3 participants Spanish, 2 participants bilingual, speaking Catalan and Spanish, and 1 participant was English speaker. The country of origin, 7 participants were from Spain and 1 was from the UK. And as country of residence, all participants reported living in Spain. In terms of education, 1 participant had accomplished a bachelor's degree, 4 participants a master's degree, and 2 participants a doctoral degree. A close look into the professional profile. There were 2 researchers in the media accessibility field, 1 lecturer in the audiovisual translation field, 2 prospective trainees, one professional freelancer in the media accessibility field, and one professional working in accessibility for elderly people. Regarding the structure of the course, 4 participants were extremely satisfied with the structure of the course, 3 participants were moderately satisfied, and 1 participant was slightly satisfied. According to the received comments in a free box, the course is well structured and with clear objectives, materials, and exercises. All participants found the overall structure of the course relevant and covering the most important real-time intralingual subtitling topics. In terms of structure of the unit and type of materials, ratings were excellent in terms of unit structure, length of the video content relevant and informative, video subtitling and other elements provided such as references. Participants rated video content information, voice, talking speed, audio description, and additional materials such as interviews as good. Only the video quality were rated as average. Regarding the overall evaluation, 2 participants reported that they would prefer to take only parts of the course. 4 participants reported that they might be interested in taking only parts of the course, and 2 participants would be interested in taking the full course. The most rated units of the course were entrepreneurship and service competencies with 75%, followed by understanding accessibility with 62.5%. The next was speaking with 50%, and the last ones being linguistic competence and velotyping. 75% of the participants reported that they would recommend the course to potential participants, and only 25% reported that they might recommend it. No negative answer was reported, which already indicates the importance and relevance of the LTA course. Finally, as a conclusion, it can be asserted that while some improvements could be implemented, the overall evaluation is positive, as no negative answer has been received. Video and presentations are clear, concise, and of very good quality in terms of content and aesthetics. Interviews with experts are highly rated as they give the course an extra value that students will enjoy and benefit from it. And units are not very long, and the exercises are clearly defined and practical. Therefore, as an overall conclusion, the work that is being carried out at LTA is of great value, quality, and is meeting the expectations of trainers, trainees, and stakeholders in the real-time intralingual subtitling field. Thank you very much for your attention, and if you are interested in the LTA project, please visit us in our website under www.ltaproject.eu. It is a co-founded project by the Erasmus Plus program of the European Union, and these materials are under Creative Commons. Disclaimer: the information and views set in this presentation are those of the authors and do not necessarily reflect the official opinion of the European Union. Neither the European Union institutions and bodies nor any person acting on their behalf may be held responsible for the use which may be made of the information contained here.
LTA Live Text Access, Universitat Autónoma de Barcelona, SDI, Internationale Hochschule, Scuola Superiore per Mediatori Linguistici, ZDF Digital, European Federation of Hard of Hearing People FHO, Velotype, Subti Access, European Certification and Qualification Association ECQA. Co-funded by the Erasmus Plus program of the European Union. Erasmus Plus project 2018-1-DE01-KA203-004218. The information and views set on this presentation are those of the authors and do not necessarily reflect the official opinion of the European Union. Neither the European Union institutions and bodies, nor any person acting on their behalf, may be held responsible for the use which may be made of the information contained here.